Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more IXION aboard the Tiqqun space station. In the last video, we spent a lot of our time exploring the remainders of Chapter 3, all the remaining sectors that we need to worry about, the points of interest, gathering up a ton of resources, and then we had to spend a freaking ton of time opening up a load of cryopods. I have finally finished that, as of like literally just a few seconds ago. So now, we're getting an incoming transmission. We are ready for a vol jump. Brace yourselves. That's my objective? Brace myself? Now we have to jump to the next destination. Yeah, so basically now we can leave anytime we want. The question is there a strong incentive to move on to Chapter 4 immediately, or are there other things I want to do first? And the answer is, yeah, there's actually a couple things I want to finish out first. So I very recently opened up another sector, sector number 4 down here. The goal being a new space sector, and, in particular, a storage sector with some more drones, because something I'm finding here is that I am stacking up on resources. Like, my economy is chunking along, but I can't actually store enough stuff, so we have a lot of downtime. By storing a lot more resources, I'm hoping we're going to get a little bit better. I also really wanted to get some additional ships, so we'll be able to gather up more resources a bit faster. That just speeds up the entire game. And I really need to get myself another probe launcher, believe it or not. So forget this docking bay over here. Let's go ahead and set up a probe launcher. Why does that matter? Great question. Because if we take a look down over here, we have this activate missile countermeasure. We know that the enemy black market ship is going to be firing missiles at us. The way you can get rid of those, if you go to, what was it, Sector 6, I think, is by not building probes, but instead building missile countermeasures. I want to have another probe launcher so I can, 1, launch probes, but 2, have a second one just dedicated to building up these countermeasures and keep myself alive. That's going to be critical. Another thing I want to do, we're currently in the process of building out some additional solar panels. I'm almost maxed out on power, by the way. But another thing I want to do is build up a drone jammer, which disrupts their targeting systems. It's not going to be enough to protect us from all damage from drones from the, Piranesi, but it will be enough to greatly reduce it. There we go. This sector's starting to look a lot better. Got some more storage, built myself a spare EVA airlock. I'm building a spare steel mill in case I need some emergency production for some hull integrity rebuilds. I've got a fire station in case some fires start. And we got some batteries and stuff, and of course our countermeasures are now built up. I've also gone to the Tiqqun, and on the outside we built up the drone jammer. So the only thing we are missing now on the outside of the Tiqqun is actually another round of large solar panels, which I could build. I've got the resources for it, but I'm also sitting on plenty of power at the moment, so I think we're kind of okay. So this really should be about everything that I'm going to need. The only thing I'm currently taking a big risk on is spending up some of my science. I wanted to get some more drone upgrades, increasing the number of drones and the amount they can carry, because I'm going to be relying very heavily on drones, especially in a storage sector like this, just to get resources where they need to go a bit faster than our regular vehicles are capable of doing. I just figured that that's probably a good thing to do. But I'm pretty confident we're going to need science later. There's this giant question mark right here. So, like, this is probably going to be important later. Hopefully, I don't find out that I need 90 science or else I'm going to die when I go challenge the Piranesi. And I say hopefully because we are actually starting to hit the stage of the game where I don't really know what I'm doing anymore, all right? So, like, Chapter 3, I had some practice on, but not nearly as much as Chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 4, I'm more or less going into blind. I know very, very little, and I can infer quite a few things from the foreshadowing the game has given us up to this point. It's why I know that I'm going to need these countermeasures and so on. Sooner I do that, the better. Let's go ahead and return all of my ships, because I think it might be time for a jump. Yes, there's a lot more resources still sitting around here. We could sit in this sector for another good, like, 300-400 cycles, and we would be completely fine, but where's the fun in that, am I right? So, let's go ahead and get ready for our jump. Okay, we are ready to commence, and let's go ahead and rip through time and space, again, because we never learn our lesson. Here we go. Whoosh. Wow, our ship is starting to look pretty darn cool. Those solar panels are massive, yo. All right, scary red space, probably in a red star, if I had to guess. Again, I'm going into this semi-blind, so I no longer know for sure, but I've been told Chapter 4 is where it's best fun to go in completely blind. All right, let's see. Preliminary diagnostics, irreversible damage, that's all normal. Indicate the system's pulsar is dormant. Oh, we're in a pulsar star, okay. Located about the Piranesi. Oh, okay, it's powered down. We must retrieve Remus coordinates from it. Act with extreme caution. Wait, so we found the enemy ship. For once, we actually found an intact enemy ship. There it is. Ooh. Okay. And yeah, it's a pulsar over here. Interesting. With lots of science. Okay. So, I don't totally know what we want to do here. We could go directly to the Pyrenees, but that seems ill-advised. Let's go ahead and pick up some science, because this kind of ensures me against what I think was my primary threat, making a horrible mistake and accidentally getting, no science here. Let's do some probe action. Now, here's the thing. If we're going to be going up against the Pyrenees, it would not surprise me one little bit if we're going to be running around a lot, like chickens with our heads cut off, and we're going to wish that we had lots of jump points. So something I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to scan around with some probes. I'm going to look for other points of interest to see if I'm able to move the Tiqqun space station. Because I don't know. I might need to be able to run. We can at least take a look at some of these events, because I don't think that this storm is going to move, or if it does, I better find that out sooner rather than later. Let's see. We landed on 12H, intense geological activity, and we can set up a lot of equipment to get more science, presumably. Okay. Well, that's not as exciting as some things, but I guess I'll take it. Back on Sector 4, let's get ourselves some extra ships, perhaps another mine, another cargo, and maybe another science ship? Nah, let's just go for more cargo. This is a storage area for a reason. I want to drop off all manner of resources here to get distributed later. I'm going to go ahead and construct a whole temple over here, by the way. I think that anywhere where the Cult of the Hull is set up is going to end up getting some sort of a stability bonus, especially since everything is connected by train right now. So no reason not to do that while we're in a little bit of a lull. We get 100 science out of that. Wow, okay. And then also, someone has left the research site. Try to find someone and treat them. Is this a risk? We'll just give it a shot anyway. Again, Chapter 4. Can't really say I know what the best options are, guys. Sorry. This is supposed to be more blind reaction time. I don't know, I've been told that that's worth it in Chapter 4. That, there's a lot of areas where you can go wrong, and the reactions might be hilarious. This could be one of them, who knows? Actually, no, it looks like whoever left found a house? Really? Alright, let's enter the house. I'm gonna send a probe through this storm. I want to find out if this thing's actually dangerous. I didn't see a red marker suggesting that it was dangerous going through the storm. So maybe this is safe, or maybe it's not. If the probe makes it through, there's a good chance that the Tiqqun would be safe. If I have to get through here. I don't know. Oh god, and there goes my entire crew at the house. Right. Alright. Well, its crew is lost. We lost the Erlenmeyer. We did find somebody again, though. Contacted via the ship's comms. They have returned. Oh, no, it's actually fine. And our possession of a strange translucent and gelatinous sample of unknown particles held by Pravus tachyons. Oh, what? Okay, so wait, is the ship dead or not? It certainly seems like at least one person's back. On another planet, we can set up more research infrastructure. Sure, I guess, why not? What about over here at 12G? Similar situation. Wait a minute, hang on. Ionized hydrogen. Do we want to do a basic analysis? No. Measuring devices or launch an autonomous analysis drone? Guess it kind of depends on what you have in excess. I've got a ridiculous number of carbon. Let's go ahead and just launch a probe. Oh gosh dang it, around 12D, one of my ships got blown up. The people are fine. We were able to launch them into some cryopods. We just gotta pick them up, but I lost the ship. Which I assume means that I lost a Tier 2 ship. Well, that sucks. I'm pretty sure I've discovered all of the points of interest, so as far as, like, maneuverability, I don't think things are going to get much better than this. So that's all looking great. Now I can just find some really good resource deposits in case I need to move elsewhere later, like right here, for example, would make some sense. We're sitting on so many resources right now, I guess I don't see a lot of downside to just waking up the Pyrenees and finding out what's going on over there. So as soon as I'm done over here around 12G, and I find out what's going on at this unknown structure, even though there is science and obviously more events to do, I think we just go ahead and take a look at this and see what the story has in store for me. Get 50 more science out of the arrangement. The probe seems to have worked just fine. Excellent. Okay. And we spotted something unusual, a translucent tubular formation piercing the clouds and rising high into the atmosphere. Huh? Okay, let's find out. Let's find out if it's dangerous. Upon approach, it possesses luminescent properties. Calm and glimpses the planet's telluric core can be seen. Wow. Apparently it's not a hallucination, and they want to learn more. Alright, let's start an external analysis of the tube. Isn't this planet full of ionic storms? Doesn't seem very safe. And over here at these remains, we can investigate some sort of a wreck of an unknown structure. We find 50 more science over here. It does have a weak electromagnetic field, beta radiation, and Pravus tachyons. Huh. An invasive analysis? Always dangerous, but okay. We found something cool over here. A fragmented wreck as part of the Tiqqun? Huh? What do you mean? Wait, hang on. And also a crew member, Henna Let. How is somebody stuck here? Wait, how did the piece of the Tiqqun get lost over here? Oh my. That's upsetting. But we got 800 more cryopods, so if I need more crew, which I actually kind of do, believe it or not, this is helpful. Plus, 3-factor authentication for nuclear power plants. Cool. We did lose a crew member over here, apparently. Invasive analysis always seems to be a fair bit of a risk. Nobody likes invasive poking around. That's just how it works. I need to keep training up some more colonists, by the way. Apparently, we can find a viable planet. And down over here at these wrecks, we get some resources plus sedation cells? Interesting. Okay. We are sitting on a ridiculous amount of science now, by the way. No problems whatsoever. What is this going to do? Increase the capacity of the house by 60%. Yikes. I've got so many ships flying around right now, it's ridiculous. Like, look at this economy. You tell me we're having any issues. I'm even sitting on more waste than I know what to do with, which in and of itself is a little bit on the ridiculous side. All right, Piranesi, you ship murderer, you. Let's see what you've got aboard you. We have entered the Piranesi. There is neither light source nor gravity within the ship. Many modifications have been made to its structure. The walls are of an unknown shiny black metal that distorts the vision. The corridors we pass through are sometimes similar in design to those of the Dolos or the UN. In some places, however, passageways are almost organic in shape. We did discover a large memorial. The statue at its center is obscured by the many cables, pipes, and conduits that lead away from it to the ship. We can make out the words property of the BMS at its base. If the team was not so anxious, we would have stopped to carry out further observation. Find the Remus coordinates! Do we find the coordinates, or are we about to have a bit of a problem? We found them. Okay, well, that's good. The devices holding the Remus's coordinates are behind a heavy reinforced door. We tried several different approaches to open it, but haven't succeeded in scratching it. Connecting the Tiqqun and the Eden to the Piranesi would allow us to power... You're telling me we have to bring the Tiqqun over here? This seems really dangerous. One other thing, shortly before we found the devices, we passed an effigy of Giovanni Battista, former member of the Marduk Council. One of the leaders of Dolos, who we think we had seen in the first sector that there was a BMS station that had another effigy of this guy. Somehow I feel like this guy probably broke off from Dolos and is leading a kill on all of us. So now we need to move the Tiqqun over, huh? Okay, let's move the Tiqqun. Are there any other upgrades we feel like we'd be really smart to get right now? I don't feel like we need more food or anything. Extra food production, blah, blah, blah. Mechs construct faster, less overload issues. You know what, just in case. I've never had an overload, but in case trust becomes a threat to me, let's go ahead and fix that. You're telling me with 3 EVA airlocks open, we still can't repair the ship fast enough? Yikes, dude. Okay, Tiqqun is now in position. Let's extract the coordinates from the ship. So far, honestly, seems like everything's completely fine. Famous last words, I know. Just because everything seems fine is exactly why I think that everything's about to go horribly wrong. Whoa, 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 whoa! The Piranesi! It's reactivating! Okay, yep, see, everything just went horribly wrong. I was right. It's kind of a scary looking ship. I thought nobody was on board this thing. How is it, is this an autonomous hunter-killer ship? Because if so, that's just actually horrifying. Who did this? And why? Oh, we're right next to, we need to run. Those are drones. I just realized. Those aren't like embers or anything scary. Those are drones. We need to freaking run. Now. The damn walls started to move. Thanks to our exoskeletons, we're making the Erlenmeyer as fast as we can. We can keep moving or we can stand and fight. A galvanizing missive to boost their morale. They'll never reach the Erlenmeyer, that we could still prove useful. We're gonna try to save the ship, though somehow I feel like that ain't gonna work. The Piranesi has deployed a drone swarm around itself. We should move the Tiqqun immediately. Holy cram, is it destroying my hull? Okay, yeah, no, I agree with the assessment. We need to freaking run. Look, if the science ship is able to get out of here, good for them. But, yeah, no. A big no. Big no. All right, Administrator. Who are you, Naraka? The PA of the Piranesi? Pitiful Dolos leftovers? How dare you? Ridiculous flesh bags. What is this? HK-47 from Knights of the Old Republic? It wants to eat me. It says it's a primordial amoeba. What? What? Naomi breaks into pieces and I feast on your carcass. Opportunity knocks. It's a literal cannibalized AI. Oh God. Oh God, this is horrifying. We need to get the frick out of Dodge. All right, Piranesi, did you get out? No, they all died. All right, that didn't work. Well, sorry guys. So my mission objective is pretty straightforward. It's to survive. Now is the time to run. Yeah, you don't freaking say. So, like, what do I actually need to do here? Because it's just... Oh, wait. I was going to say it's just sitting here, but it just changed its facing direction. Is it going to move as well? Do I just literally run from it? We got an event over here. Oh, great. Stuff overloaded. Images of the Piranesi flood every screen. They haunt dreams and leave indelible marks. Do you have a plan to save us from this monster and recover the coordinates? Yes. I most definitely have a plan, probably. Oh, God, it's shooting something at me. These are the... countermeasures. I'm gonna launch a return missile. See, it's a good thing we researched all of this and we're prepared. Boom! You think you could stop me with a missile. You were wrong! Like, legit, though. What am I supposed to do? I can't research this. I feel like whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna be involved around this. This thing is somehow going to save me. Somehow. But how do I unlock it? I'm just gonna keep exploring planets and hopefully something shows up. A drone swarm has been released on its way to intercept. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. It means... You know, I'll bet you it means that in the same way we couldn't stay around the Piranesi without taking lots of damage, we probably can't stay around this planet for much longer. I've got like one cycle to find out what these events are and get the heck out of Dodge. Okay. Yeah, this could be a problem. Alternatively, I'm kind of curious. We're making 72 extra hull per cycle. I wonder if we could literally just tank it. Can they even hurt me? Probably. Oh, 100 more science. Great timing. Yes, we cannot tank it. They absolutely can still kill me. Right. Seagull, back to the Tiqqun. And I bet you my other little ships are in danger. We should probably, just go ahead and, like, leave now. Okay, we are back in the green. Everything's fine. It's a good thing we did build so many batteries. The game was right. And sure enough, there's still a red circle around this. So presumably, yeah, you don't want to go back to this planet ever again. The Piranesi is moving towards us. What? No, don't do that. Stay where you are. Is the pulsar more active than it was before? I don't recall seeing these giant red lights. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Could that be something about... You know, there's been some foreshadowing about a pulsar. Now I'm kind of wondering. Oh, good, another missile. Deploy countermeasures. I'm sitting on more science than I have a clue what to do with at this point. We're not even hurting for stability. My truss is looking great. We're so grossly overpowered, honestly. We really kind of are. Tiqqun self-destruct and... what? 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 Whoa, whoa, what? Hang on, what? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No Batista self-destruct device detected. Well, thank God it's impossible. This tells me that they're trying to hack me, aren't they? They're trying to hack my reactor. What is this? A message in a bottle. This is Amaya Endo of Sector 1. With Eden appearing severely dysfunctional, we've had to attempt to bypass the usual communication protocols. Let me guess, you sent me a note. We use paper now. How primitive. The Piranesi is the biggest threat we faced. As soon as the first reports of the Temenaki's destruction reached our ears, we secretly began to investigate to find a way to neutralize it. At the center of this system lies something. A long-interval pulsar. Despite all its power, we think it's in its current state. The Piranesi could not withstand a pulse. It is going to be about the pulsar. However, we wouldn't survive either. You must send an expedition to find a solution. There are a lot of rumors about you. Some say you don't exist or you're lost in cryosleep. Some even believe that Eden is impersonating you. Others, including myself, have faith in you as our administrator. Save the Tiqqun, save this crew, save what's left of humanity. A bomb of a plan. The monster's awakening. Oh, yeah. Okay, we need to go to 12A. Did it unlock the tech? It did not. All right, what's at 12A? Where's 12A? 12A is at the literal center of the pulsar. Got it. Tell you what, deuterium. I was gonna let you go get science, but change of plans. Get over here. And sure enough, the Piranesi is slowly heading toward me. Well, that's scary. Cyber attack has disabled mess halls. Oh, good lord. All right. Yep. Hang on. Nope. It's just disabled. All right. We can turn it back on. We can. I could see how if you did not pay attention to this, it could lead to mass starvation and serious problems. But we can fix this easily enough. I just have to pay attention to whatever Eden's telling me. Okay, we've arrived at the pulsar. What do we find here? We're in orbit. The pulsar is huge. Find a way to use it. Analyze the pulsar. 10 cycles! That's too long! It launched another drone wave at me. All right. I guess we can just go ahead and make a run for it. Is it guaranteed to stay here, or if I move, is it gonna follow me? I suspect it's not gonna follow. Let's go ahead and relocate. Yeah, looks like it's going to the same place. All right, this planet is now off limits. What do you mean, coordinate set moving towards the Piranesi? I dang well better not be. Yeah, no, we're not. It's lying to me. This thing is literally taking advantage of my comms to scare me. Come on, 4 more cycles to go on the pulsar. 4 more cycles to go. Our economy's looking completely fine. If anything, I've got too much stuff. The waste is going to cause some stability issues. But we're looking really good. And if I have to relocate as the Piranesi gets closer, we're fine. Not really in any danger right now. It's tense. It's scary. Much spoopage. But we're completely fine. Almost there, almost there, almost there. The pulsar is really scary. All right, research the Faraday cage and the Icarus 3 probe tech. Okay, we discovered finally the new stuff I wanted, plus it's another 100 science, okay. So we're gonna leave this alone for the moment. The Piranesi has activated more subsystems. Its threat level has increased. It will now attack more frequently. Oh, goody. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. But okay, so Piranesi over here. Let's start with the Faraday cage. Protect the Tiqqun from any of the shockwaves. Good news is we researched this stuff really, really fast. So far we're gonna be fine. We can get this one done. We will now be protected, or nope, I need to build it. That makes a lot of sense. Let's research the Icarus 3 probe, which would start the explosion. And then I need to relocate real quick and then start rebuilding something on the Tiqqun. I don't want to go here because I'm setting up a colony. So let's go. It should be safe enough for me to go all the way over here. How long is that going to take? 3.2 cycles. Manageable. Let's go. Of course, now we're entering a stellar storm, so the Tiqqun can take some damage, but I am easily repairing through all this. No problems whatsoever. Bye, Piranesi. You can't catch me. Ha 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 ha. I am small, faster sheep. Yeah. You launch your big, scary missiles. I got countermeasures. I was ready for you, you fool! Oh, gosh dang it. It's already launched some probes. This is poor timing. All right, fine. We'll recharge our batteries and we'll go somewhere else, all right? Good news is we recharge our batteries quite quickly because I did research small little techs like the battery charge upgrade, which we might even want to do again. Let's go ahead and use my excess science to charge our batteries faster so I'm able to stay nice and mobile, but I'm not really feeling threatened yet. We're okay. And we're just going to go ahead and move right over here. All right, another 1.6 cycles. That's completely fine. We can handle this. Dude, we are in such good position right now. Who says that IXION's a hard game? We're completely fine. Yes, pride cometh before the fall and all that, but, I mean, like, literally, look at my economy. We're not even taking a hit, dude. We are so fine, it's not even funny. All right, we're finally set up over here. How difficult is this to build? It's gonna cost me 480 polymers. It's fine, totally, I have 800. I've got 800 polymers and 1,000 carbon sitting around. We're fine, who's worried? Yes, more missiles. Turns out having probably even just one probe launcher would have been fine. I could stop launching probes and just launch missiles. But having a second one means I can just kind of continue playing the game entirely as normal. No real risk from this guy. Okay, the Faraday cage should be getting built up right about now. We are about 73% of the way through. Once our hull starts rebalancing, we will know that we are okay. Dude, we've got this. And then this thing's already kind of close to the probe here. Do we want to just go ahead and construct it? Yes. Go ahead and start constructing. It's going to take 5 cycles. By the time we're done with that, the Faraday cage should also be done. And they've launched another drone swarm, which means it is time to go ahead and relocate. Let's get over this way. Completely fine. No problems at all. I can see, however, if you kind of were not paying attention and were not prepared and did not have these points of interest scouted out, this would be a little bit tricky because you'd have to relocate and you wouldn't know where to go. That would be a problem. Oh, stop it with the mess halls already. Are they pronouncing it Piranesi? Is that how you're supposed to do this? God, I'm so wary that I mispronounce literally everything in this game. It's getting a little bit dangerously close. We need to be moving pretty soon. But we're also about to finish up this event. So, wake the pulsar. Got it. 5 more cycles. That's it. Okay, it's moving faster, I could swear. We probably do actually need to relocate. Like, well, I'm kind of worried about them launching a drone swarm the second I do that. It's getting much faster, though, by the way. Okay, yeah, we run. It's time to run. Let's go. Please don't launch a drone swarm right now, because I've got literally nowhere to run. I mean, I can jump over here and then immediately jump again. It's not like it's a huge deal, but I'd really rather not worry about it. 1 cycle. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting danger close here, bud. It's getting danger close. Can you wake the pulsar just a little bit faster, please? 3, 2, 1. Wake it. Oh, we're danger. It's in range. It's in range. Hang on. That's it. Science ship destroyed. Oh, well, we saved everyone's life, though. We'll be okay. And that's it. The Piranesi is disabled. Yes. All right, we are victorious. We need to get those Remus coordinates, like, now. All right, we got a fresh, new, eager science team ready to go on this one. Let's see what we find. Proceed to the coordinates room. Yes. I feel like we need to go ahead and open up our last sector. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Why not? We need more recycling room. This is actually gonna cause some stability issues pretty soon if we don't start doing that. I could just vent more into space, I suppose, but whatever. Anyway, that was pretty fun. It's definitely a change of pace, especially from Chapter 3, which kind of dragged a little bit. This definitely had a little bit more franticism to it. Though, truth be told, I didn't feel particularly in danger at any point. It does help that I had a ridiculous economy and I did my scouting ahead of time. Which, I don't know, I mean, maybe if I had scouted this out first, this would have been, like, death or something. I don't know. Anyway, the interior of the Pier Nessie is severely damaged. Blue fire still flickers in corners of the ship. Whole areas have collapsed in on themselves. Some of the debris looks almost organic. We have taken pictures of what appear to be biological neural networks seemingly used in the activation of the ship's airlocks. Drones litter the floor and hang from broken piping. On our way to the storage location, we pass a huge translucent pod. Decaying bodies float in the white bath of liquid it contains. You can see the color of their uniforms. Crew from the Itemenanki. Despite the many obstacles, we have reached the devices that hold the Remus coordinates. We are ready to activate transfer. Now we have to move the Tiqqun back over here. All right, last time that happened, it was a little bit scary, but you know, it's okay. I suspect we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and extract those coordinates. And Sector 5 should now be open. Everyone's angry because, you know, there's like nothing over here, but that's fine. We'll get these guys set up. I think I'm going to turn this into at least partially another recycling zone, since that seems to be what we are currently lacking. Should be fine on literally everything else, though. Transfer is complete. All lights are green. We took advantage of the time it took to recover the coordinates to analyze what was left of the systems. The use of its main weapon and the Itemenanki's defensive efforts left it terribly weakened. The ship still seems to vibrate, with what perhaps could be called its final breaths. It should not be long before it fully collapses in on itself. We should get as far away as possible. When this amalgamation of evil technology breathes its last at the end of its agony, it could be devastating. Right, so run away? Is that what you're saying? Run away? Oh, they actually want me to vol jump to the next destination, like already. Really? But we're not done over here yet. I haven't even set up the colony. All right. Well, that was a really fast chapter. I think then that I'm going to go ahead and play through the rest of Chapter 4 here on my own. Just explore these areas. I don't think there's anything new and exciting in any of these points of interest. And at the beginning of the next video, we'll go ahead and jump into Chapter 5. Which should be the final chapter of the game. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell. And I will see you guys next time.